Oh, a challenge lock here called Swig. Swig. I don't know why I call it Swig. It's Swig. Tool up here. Another Australian first challenge lock. I have just played with this a little bit. Just been at the gym, and honestly, my arms are like noodles. So we're gonna give it another go after I've had a few more minutes break. I think it's got a very low second last pin and a very high rear pin. So I'm probably going to need to mostly use this one. I'm just going to get better feedback on the front ones at least with the gems. I'm going to poke them. Oh, trying to adjust the tension, I just lose everything instead. Oh, it is honestly not my day for picking. Let's just make sure we're fully reset. They're very slightly looser than I want, but anyway. 2, 3, 4. Right, that was a click out of 6. Yeah, that's 3. Oh, that's good action off 2. Front ones feel really good. I think we're just having problems with this number 6 pin. I think even with this one, we're just not getting quite steep enough. Might actually try something different. Sometimes I find when you just can't really get something right up the very, very back, the C4 Lishy tool does the fucking job. So let's try it like this. Now you probably can't see that. In fact, it's a terrible angle for me too. Let's do it like that. So I reckon this 6 one here, which that's that. I reckon 5 doesn't want to go very far. I reckon 4 and 6, and then 1 definitely is a high lift. 3. Opens split up. Flip and opens split up. Oop. Tap 6 a bit, got a bit of rotation. Oop, 2's locked up. Got it. What's that back one? Just needed to really send it to the sky. So even my deep hook, I think, was just not quite getting it without touching the one in front. If I had an even deeper hook, I could have used that. But conveniently, being a C5 keyway, I happen to have this Lishy for it. It's the only one I have. I don't generally find Lishys to be much help unless you've got a reasonable idea what the bidding is. And having already picked this for a bit, I kind of did have a good guess as to what it was. So it seemed to be basically all of them to the sky, all of them to the sky, and whatever this one is, basically don't touch 5 at all. That's my guess. Well, we just picked it as Lishy. Let's do this. Oh, yep, that will just come all off. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Sky, sky, sky. Not quite. Quite low. Very high. Let's see. Does the key actually work? It's a bit crunchy to go in, but it does, in fact, work. All right. Let's get a pinning tray. Pop that off. Where's my tools? It's on backwards. That really matters, but also I hate these things. There we go. All right. That. Key back in. Bit of a crunch. Somewhere around here. There we have a shim. Definitely gonna need a shim with the tail piece like that. Follow up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not really any core mods. Sort of teeniest, weeniest over mill. Felt really, really crunchy though. Yeah, short pin on the end. Tweezers. Alright, what do we got in drivers? A long, like, barrel-y thing. Oops. Another, like, deep, whoop. Spool in the middle. That was that way. Kind of like mostly standard pins, to be honest. This is a long section they've got. So here's another one, quite a square end. That was this way. Spool. Whoop. Send that flying off. Is there? Get the last two from the other direction. Oh God. Doing a rubbish job of that. That pin. And 5 is a deep spool, but probably honestly not the best spot for that to be a deep spool, considering it doesn't need to lift very high. Worked anyway. There we go. No Bible mods. Honestly, I'm probably looking at the bitting of that. The key pins shouldn't have had anywhere near as much difficulty as I just did. A couple of serrations on that. That's a really long section. I might have gotten that one upside down, but I'm not sure I did. I think it was in that way. You can see his little, if you look closely, tool marks from where the Dremel's clamped on. So, yep, main hand spun. Looks like out of long key pins. Let's just look at this long pin here in 5. So, it does have a bit of action. So, yeah, there's maybe the barest hint of that spool coming into action. Not really. I think that's mostly just going to act as a standard pin in 5. And for 6, really long pin. Yeah, so it gets a little bit, and then it's just got to go up, and you've just got to really send it all the way to the sky. Which hard to do, I think, without hitting the one in front a bit. It's doable. Oh. Yeah, see, look, we're trying to hit that there, and I don't know if you can see that well, but trying to lift that end pin up. We're just oversetting the one in front. So that's sort of part of the trouble, is this pick only like just make that. Definitely can't do it with the gem. So yeah, that comes down to bitting. Whereas the Lishi can, she's not always the best tool. I don't like to be, selling them as a great idea generally, but they do sometimes be quite handy for really hitting those ultra deep bittings. This will go back in there. Hello. Come on, line up, get in. There we go. Come on, get in there. You think with it not even in the lock, it'd be easy to slide in and out. There we go. So, send it all the way to pin 6. So there, even 5 basically sets itself with the Lishi tool in, and then 6 can just sneak it all the way right up perfectly, sets 5 automatically. There you go. So why that made that easier. As you pull this in, it rests back down. So just resting on the shaft of the Lishi tool is just enough to set that. You send it as far as it goes, just perfect. So that's why it was a lot easier with that one. I only really had to deal with 5 pins then. There you go. That was Swig.